Insecurity is still the crux of discussion in this country. It's still really, in fact, I would say, let me not say nothing is being done about it, but each day or each week we come up with these things and it's worrisome. Some of the stories trending within the week, we got reports that an Adamawa politician was murdered in Imo State on his way to catch a flight after a political meeting. Again, there's a new report of some students being abducted again in Niger State. Very worrisome. But more worrisome is the fact that INEC offices are being set ablaze here and there. Now, there's a recent one that happened in Imo State. Now, the question I ask is, why go set ablaze INEC offices if you're really concerned about the polity or the political developments in this country? When a man, an adult, a grown man, probably 40 years and above, goes to rape a minor, what goes on in the mind of that individual? Are there mental health issues that need to be taken care of? What is the reason? My name is Peace Isaac-Yerokun, and I welcome you to this edition of Facts, Face and Forum, Triple F. Stay, and after the break, I'll be introducing my guest who will be talking to us, or who I'll be having a conversation on the rape of minors. Stay with us. You're welcome back to this edition of Triple F. I used to say there are some topics on this program that I feel like, some people say my body, they hurt, like I want to carry placard. And that's when I hear some stories about grown-ups raping minors and pedophiles. And I don't know, but the high rate of rape cases in the society is still on the increase. Mrs. Belewu, Temitope, is a child activist, and like me, her body dey hurt because of this topic. Because as women, we are upset. As women, we know this is evil, it is wrong. If you train a girl child, you're training a society. And if you destroy a girl child, you are destroying an entire society. Now, for that man out there that is an adult, a full-grown man, that chooses to run after little girls, 6 years old, less than that, and defile them. Our guest today, Mrs. Temitope Belewu, will be telling us, probably she has a solution, and we'll just like to discuss these issues and maybe provide solutions. Madam, you're welcome.
Good afternoon. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. Thank you for being here. I introduced you as a child activist, that you're like, yes, because
every day
because of these issues.
What really amazed me is that in this society of ours, in this 21st century, a lot of things have been happening, and it's in me pain for me to come out and say it's not a crime to be a girl child. Being a girl child in society, you train a girl child, as I already said, you train a nation. We have a lot of women that's from a girl child that's in the high society today. When Okejewela want to be a US sales, there is a lot of controversy, but at the end of the day, she was able to go there. If she has been molested or been going through a trauma, can she be in that position? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
But most of these things is not something we need to put on the child. Some of them are on we, the parents. And we, the parents, is not even our fault. You understand? A woman and a man that is going for house for daily bread, left home as early as 4 a.m., coming back later around 9 o'clock in the traffic and everything going through this Nigeria. And by the time you come back, your child wants to talk to you, you won't be able to listen.
You're tired.
You're tired. Because you're still going to the kitchen to make, because there are some men, they don't allow our house assistant to prepare the food. A woman coming in around 9 o'clock, and your child says, Mommy, I want to talk to you. Go and tell Daddy. Daddy, Mommy said, no, go and tell Auntie Mary. Where do you know Auntie Mary from? Do you know where Auntie Mary come from? Do you know the background she come from? Do you know the way she has been trained to be a house assistant? Do you understand what I'm saying? And if the girl cannot be able to talk, she can just see any uncle and say, Uncle, you know what is happening? And the uncle will take advantage of her. And what I told people when I go on this kind of question, don't rely your children on my brothers, my husband brother, my home brother. No.
Okay, before we go to the punishment that should be meted out to these people who are, rapists, what do you think is responsible for this high rate of rape? Because before now, we never used to hear these cases as much as we're hearing it in recent times.
You know what really amazed me is that some men, maybe I would say they have a mental health, but I don't think it's a mental health. Some men, immediately they saw a girl child with a bottle of oranges, they felt the thing underneath them must come out. Because
for a 6-year-old?
No. In 3 months. So can we call down with a mental health issue?
I think it's abnormal and
it's craziness. You don't understand what I'm saying? Okay, before our female mummies, they go to a farm till late in the night, but it doesn't happen now. They'll go to a farm in panicking, pick what they want to go and come back home. Because when they get there late, some men will come to rape them, kill them after the raping. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what really happened now is that we want government to look deep into what's really happening. Maybe when they take drastic action, some of them with their mental problem will come back to their senses and what I'm doing, is it right? Is it the real thing? You know, some men will ask you that, let me put you on my lap. And when they put the child on my lap, they get erection. Is that not madness?
I think so. I think it's madness.
I have a friend, he works in a company. How much is his take home? The wife salary is more higher than him. To put this together, okay, let's put it this way. See the rented of house in Lagos now. A 2-bedroom go for 400, 500, 600. How much is our salary a year? They two have to work together to bring the money. They pay the school fees, they put on the table, they clothe the children. What I think that people they secure the children with are the people that are damaging the future. That's why that's why if government can take drastic action on this, then maybe this thing will be a bit shrink.
Agreed. But I still insist, or my own suggestion is that things are tough. Yes, things are the standard of living is climbing on every day.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of demands made on the woman who is supposed to be looking after these children. Yes, compared to the times of my mom.
Mom, yeah, that I'm saying.
That they just stayed home and looked after the children.
What's really happened again is that we live in that in front of your house there are a lot of people in front seeing what is going on. But now we're all in flats. Even your neighbor, you don't greet each other. And you will tell your children, I don't want to see you in mommy's so house. Stay home. So if they are killing themselves, they say, Mommy so will not come out. Do you know what's happening? Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if we are neighbors, we are friends. We are good. Even a driver bringing your child at home, a neighbor will help you to ask what happened in the school.
But who is that neighbor? Because we've also had cases of
neighbors that did the same. I don't even know what is happening again. Then one thing is that now, before, when we are growing up, we have aunties, we have uncles that stay with us, that we are happy to stay with them. But it's not nowadays. And you know what brings most of
it's not even safe to keep with aunties and uncles.
Brings these things out now? Social media. Ask me why. When an auntie is on the social media watching porn, and your kids is beside her, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a mother. I belong to lots of groups on Facebook, on WhatsApp, that they throw a lot of things on, and my phone is always careless with my child. So the child will think that what I'm doing is right. Look at the story of that lady, of that girl of 5 years, using her teddy baby, her baby, to finger herself. I was crazy crying. Right? And she put the phone in front of her doing that.
She must have seen that
maybe her mom is using all these what are they calling it? These can you please borrow? Vibrators. So she felt she can use her own baby to be a vibrator for herself.
She must have seen somebody, an adult.
That's why I'm saying this social media even is causing a lot of havoc on our children. A lot on our children.
Now, a lot of issues, we brought up a lot of issues, that of family, uncles and aunties, being responsible house, attendants or domestic staff and everything. What do you think? Which way, like somebody sang a song and said, which way Nigeria? What do we do to get out of this situation?
Okay. The only way for this situation is that we call it a change. Is there any change now? When a woman is not working and a man is going to work, there must be a fight in the house every day. I don't know if it is a true a lie. I saw something else. They sent it to my group on the Protect Our Right. A lady that fought with her husband, that why do you have to break the safe that we keep money for our children, blah blah blah. And the guy said, if you talk again, I will kill you. He killed her eventually. And I learned in the place that the lady worked at the World Bank, and she's a breadwinner. After killing her now, what is the next? At the end of the day, maybe he has a mental problem, maybe blah 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 blah. Do you understand what I'm saying? The only way is that government should try to give us the change we need. If a husband is going to work, getting a good job, getting a good salary, getting a good upfront, then your wife is not really to be a full housewife, but she will choose a petty job that will have time for the children. These children, we didn't give them their rights because they don't know their identity. All their rights is put on the teachers in the school, on the uncles in the school. So the best thing is for government to give us the change we really need. It happens in other foreign countries, but it's not up to date. They go to work, but inside their house, you have camera everywhere, even in the kitchen, in your bedroom. On your phone, you can see what is going on in your house. Can you afford that in this country? To monitor your children at home on your phone? But they can do it because they have their Wi-Fi. Their Wi-Fi there is $10. The $10 is for a month. It's not that you buy MTN here, 1,001 gig, by tomorrow, it's finished. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that government should prove the change for us. Let the change come and we know that things will work. This raping comes up during the COVID time. That's when it was very rampant. Because the children are at home, the single mother sent her child maybe to a boyfriend or a man friend to go and get money that what they want to eat, and the man used the opportunity to rape the child. Give her the money to go back home.
As parents, what do we place value on? What is the best for us? As couples, sit down to say, what do we want for our children? Is it to leave them and go about hustling, looking for money here and there, and then at the expense of these children's well-being? Or to say, my wife, like your own husband did, I'll take care of the responsibility, no matter what. It may not be everything, it may not be enough. But looking at the circumstance, you cannot do your bank job, you cannot do this 9 to 5, you cannot do this job. Why don't you stay home? And then you look at it as a woman and say, okay, for a period, let's see what we can do. Or you are working as a woman, you find a way of you must find a way, because we are talking about children
you
here.
know what you said is right. You know, women nowadays, they want to meet up with their mates, which is not supposed to be. You know, when you're working and you started having children that is growing up, you can change your job. You understand what I'm saying? You can look for something better, because those children are the glory of you tomorrow. They are the one that you look up to tomorrow. Awolowo says, train the children now, so that they will not be the one that will sold your house. It's the children, the poor children you did not train, are the ones that they'll sell. They'll be disturbing you. Okay, you are okay, I'm okay. You have a sister that is supposed to train her children. You say, this is my business, their mother. But if you train those children, they will not be a liability to you. If you can afford to your own children. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what really happens in our society now. You know, some women, it's not that they can't afford to do a lot of things. Okay, we are talking about the working mothers. How about the people working in the market? You know, some children, when they told you, Mommy, I don't want uncle to take me to school. No, tell me what's that. Let him take you. You know, am I the one that's going to take you? Listen to what she wants to say. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some boys too say, Mommy, I don't like auntie to be bathing for me. Who will bath for you? I'm late. I'm doing this. No, that's Saturday. I'm going to bath for you today. Where did Auntie Mary touch in your body? What did she do to you? You understand what I'm saying? They'll be able to open up. But Saturday, Owambe is ready. The cloth is ready. By 12, you are ready to go.
Thank you, Mrs. Belewu. I understand exactly, and I feel the same way you feel. And we do hope that something drastic is actually. We need to stop this nonsense.
We need to stop it. It
has to stop.
You know, one of my aunts saw me on TV talking. She said, "Can we create a song?" Which we do immediately for the children. What do you do with your private part? Well, you know, we turn it into a song and the children embrace it. You understand what I'm saying? When we are on the work day, we went to some shopping mall, which I didn't have to make names. We talk to the children. They are so happy. We tell them, your right is your identity. Protect your rights.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Belewu. Thank you for being on this set
Thank
today.
you so much. I appreciate you.
I appreciate your presence.
Thank
and
you.
We do hope that something is really, really done fast to stop this nonsense.
It's an evil act.
We'll go on with our program. We've been talking with Mrs. Belewu, a child activist, talking about the high rate of rape, especially rape of minors in the society. Up next is health segment, and today on health we're talking about the benefits of water consumption.
Water is essential for the survival of mankind. Majority of our earth is covered by water itself. Up to 60% of the human adult body is made up of water.
There are situations where you may drink a bit less, maybe when the weather is cold, etc. But if you ultimately want your body to function optimally, you need to drink optimal amount of water.
Why is water consumption essential?
Water is your friend. Plain water is your friend. As much as possible, try and avoid beverages that have lots of sugar content. You will do no harm. You will not go wrong, if you stick with drinking plain water.
Which is the healthier option? Chilled water or water at room temperature?
Water is water. Therefore, you're expected to drink whatever you prefer. Cold water, warm water, whatever you're comfortable with, drink that. It's also important to mention that we're looking at the digestive system here. Essentially, you want the water to help, to digest the food that you've taken. Also mention that water helps, the cells in the body, the various systems to function well. Therefore, it's really important to take adequate amount of water, regardless of whether it's cold or warm.
So then, what are the consequences of low intake of water?
There are consequences of not taking adequate amount of water. For instance, you get dehydrated, which means you don't have enough water in circulation. So your circulatory system starts to suffer. Your cardiovascular system starts to suffer. You can even get into a situation of shock, which is a medical term. One of the causes is actually low fluid in the body.
Water consumption plays a vital role and the benefits of drinking water for humans, animals, and plants cannot be overemphasized.
Endeavor to take between 2 and 3 liters of water every day. Then secondly, as you're also taking that, you're keeping in mind the benefits of that water. It helps you to maintain adequate weight. It helps your well-being in terms of physical well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being. And again, finally, remember that your body is actually 60 to 70% of water. So you owe your body that duty to maintain a good water level. And your blood is up to 90% of water. So if you want your blood to actually also perform its function of moving freely within the cardiovascular system, you need adequate amount of water in your system.
Thank you so much for being part of today's show on Facts, Face, and Forum. I hope we've been able to inform, educate, and entertain you. Now, if you are somewhere as a neighbor, let's watch out for each other. Let's watch each other's back. You hear some kind of noise, or you know that there is somebody, an adult somewhere, molesting a child, taking advantage of a minor, please report to the appropriate authority. You and I, as a mother, even as a father, because I don't think you would like somebody as a man doing that to your child, your girl child. So let's join hands together. Join hands with NTA to stand against rape. My name is Peace Isaac-Yerokun. It's good being here. See you again next week on Facts, Face, and Forum as we bring you another interesting episode. Bye for now.